love me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to throw me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
For the case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas better. And I hope they get the picture, yeah. I'm only getting bigger, the top cut out my letter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, them Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Shout out to you, Angel. I see you in the building. Happy New Year's to you, sis. I didn't even know you was from Chicago. You know we family. They got a White Castles out there. Any place that has a White Castles, I'm family with everybody there. Anybody that got a White Castle where they live at, I'm fucking with you. Because down here in the South, we don't got White Castles. You got to go a little further down in the South and you can get Crystals. That's a bootleg version of White Castles. It's the same thing, different things on the menu, but they have an agreement with the franchises that certain things that are sold in White Castle, as far as signature snacks or certain sandwiches, they cannot sell. Like they sell a chicken sandwich, but they won't sell a fish sandwich. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Make sure y'all share this live. She said, free our chief, Jeff Ford. That's a fact. She said, I was born that way. I was born this way. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Shout out to my peoples in Georgia. That's what I told her when I was cutting. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. My moms used to work at White Castle, ain't you? That's a cold-blooded fact. She said, I love your intros, Dice. Shout out to my man, Jaffe. He let me use his music, to tell you the truth. That's his video. But I use one of his songs on one of my intros. See, that's his video. That's The Streets Never Loved Us. That's off the Golden Era album. He all over YouTube. And he got a new one out, Tiger Stripes. Shout out to Joff. He always over here support me. Matter of fact, we got that interview coming up for the new year. It's time for y'all to really have that conversation and hear what my guy got to say. But he did, Angel, give me permission to rock all his music. And I incorporated one of his songs with an intro that I put together myself. And since you said you like my intros, I'm going to get into one of my intros for you. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to get into one of my intros for you. This one I made right here. This one I made right here myself. Shout out to Jaffe. Let's go.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Shout out to my guy Liddy. My guy Liddy is who made this avatar for me. I ain't gonna front. I love this shit. I don't even think I'm gonna change this shit. I'm dead ass serious. Liddy did some fly shit for me. That's one of the ones he did for me. I ain't gonna front. Shout out to Liddyville, man. Over at Liddyville, man. This nigga Liddy got some real talent with him. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a fact. You dig what I'm saying? That's who I aspire to be. Liddy said that's who he see me as. You dig? On some Clark Kent shit. With some smooth glasses, a good pair of frames on. You know, a good beard, a good lineup. Good beard. Good lineup. Can you dig it? Good beard and a good lineup. You dig what I'm saying? My man said, this is Brad Barnett. He said, I'm on Utica Avenue right now. I've run this block since the 80s. Tell me where you at on Utica Avenue, beloved. If you from Utica Avenue, it's you and me for life. Mr. Brad, I got my brother FTC up in the building. He is in the building. My man Brad said he on Utica Avenue right now, FTC. He said he ran it from the 80s. If you ran it from the 80s, I got to know you. Let me know where you from, and I'll let you know where I'm from. Yo, Brad, all jokes aside, ain't nothing but love over here. If you on Utica and you've been running Utica since the 80s, you got to know Russell. You got to know Russell. You know what I'm saying? You got to know Russell. You got to know Fred McIntosh. You got to know Stud. You got to know Trev, rest in peace. You got to know Mikey Dredd. You got to know Spadoo. You got to know my uncle. You got to know Ice Water. Now, if you're on Utica right now, now we talking about the 80s. I'm going to talk some real names. You got to know Sun God. You know, had the voice like Whispers. From the Bumpy, you know, from when Lawrence Fishburne played Bumpy Johnson, he had the voice like Whispers. God bless. He used to be like, yo, what up, y'all? You dig what I'm saying? You got to know Shabu. You gotta know Shabu. Dark skin, big lips, had the flyest chick named Lisa. If we go into the 80s, you dig what I'm saying? My man Brad said, I know all of them. They're my sons. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Because if you family like that, you family here. My man Trendy13 said, yo, you look like you love Popeye's chicken. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Popeyes was my shit back in the days. I ain't gonna front. Utica and Eastern Parkway. We had one right on Utica Eastern Parkway. You dig what I'm saying? Right across the street from the 4 train. But since I moved to the South, we like Bojangles. We like Bojangles. Yo, word to God, Angel. Word to God, the nigga Shabu, he was dark skinned. Nigga had big licks, looked like Shabba Ranks. But the nigga had personality. Hold up, let's talk about it. The nigga had personality. Yo, E, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Mr. Rico Venezuela. See you in the building. The nigga Shy had personality. What I mean by personality, if you don't know what personality means, how many people in here came up watching The Little Rascals? Talk to me, y'all. I got some work for y'all. I'm gonna let some people get into the building because we're gonna talk about these faces of death. But anybody know anything about The Little Rascals? I'm talking about Buckwheat, Stymie, Spanky, Alfalfa. Did you hear what Angel said? Rico, did you hear what Angel said? She said, did you hit that like button? We'd appreciate it if you do, you did. She said, I'll be telling you my age. You did? I'm gonna give y'all some history right quick. There was the Gooch, and he was the toughest nigga in the motherfucking joint. My favorite episode of the White Castles is when they went to the bakery and they said they needed some food for the dogs. You notice how they gave Stymie and them big pieces of cake? I'm gonna give y'all some Jews. Gave them big pieces of cake, licorice sticks, but when they sent Buckwheat, they gave them dog biscuits. Did y'all catch that? When they sent Buckwheat up in there, they gave them dog biscuits. But back to Alfalfa. Alfalfa had on one of them suits like them young boys wear today, them tight suits. He had a tailored suit on. You know why I always fuck with Alfalfa? Because Alfalfa came from money. If y'all pay attention, they had a sleepover at Alfalfa's house. Remember, Alfalfa had a maid. His moms and his pops had a maid. I bet you nobody in here can tell me right now why I fuck with Alfalfa. Can anybody tell me why I fuck with Alfalfa before we get into this work? Because you know I had a hard day at work, and I'm glad y'all here to help me calm down because it was just, I felt like Monica, the male version. It was one of those days that a guy go through, and I was angry inside. I wanted to be the nigga black and blue. Well, I'm going to tell you the episode, Angel. They all had a sleepover at Alfalfa's house. Remember the infamous bear rug that was on the floor? Because the father came outside. It was under the bear rug. But you got to pay attention. Now pay attention. This is the reason why I fuck with Alfalfa. He came from money, but he always was in the hood with the people that was outside. Remember the Woman He-Man Haters Club? Remember them niggas made their own motherfucking car when they had their race? Oh, I'm a Little Rascals fan. I don't know about that movie shit. They fucked it up with the movies. How many of y'all remember when Buckwheat was a girl? Let me see how many real Little Rascal fans in here. How many of y'all remember when Buckwheat was a girl? and it was no sound. Buckwheat was originally played by a girl, but let me tell you something about Alfalfa. You notice out of all the niggas, Dollar fucked with him. You remember the song he did, the infamous song? I'm in the mood for love. Sing the rest of the song with me, y'all. Simply because you're near me. Honey, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. That nigga was up on stage singing. We got some bad things going on in the world today. I remember this movie called The Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington. Anybody in here ever saw the movie called The Manchurian Candidate? If anybody in here seen The Manchurian Candidate, let me see some dice cubes right quick. Because I don't believe in coincidence. Nah, I don't believe in coincidence. My grandfather always told me coincidence is the excuse for a sucker. Angel said, no, I never heard of it. All right, big FTC saw it. The Manchurian Candidate. Miss Cassandra Levi, I haven't seen you since last year. Happy New Year. Lola Montana, I see you. I see you. Happy New Year to the sis. She said, I watch it, Dice. The Little Rascals is my ish. You know the whole movie for line for line. They didn't understand when, yo, let me tell you something, Lola. Nobody understood why the nigga Alfalfa caught Dollar. He had personality. Look at what Biggie Smalls said. Fat and ugly as ever, but however. Pay attention to what he said. Fat and ugly is however. He said fat and ugly as ever. Excuse me. He said, but however, I stay Coogee down to my socks. Rings with rocks. That nigga had personality. That's why Dollar was fucking with him. He wasn't no gangster. Everybody know motherfucking Alfalfa wasn't going to jail. Yo, E, all jokes aside, this movie came out like, hold on, like 90? Yo, Siri, when did the movie The Manchurian Candidate come out?
The Manchurian Candidate was released on October 24th, 1962.
I didn't even know they had an original one that was released on October 24th, 1962. That's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is from the 90s with Denzel Washington. Because all this shit that's going on right now, let me tell you something. I was the first, yo, let me ask y'all something. Yo, FTC, who was the first one telling y'all about a year ago what they was going to do with the migrants? You notice how all of a sudden, I told y'all that was a big, fair usage, it's just my opinion. I told y'all that was about the money. They said, yo, we going to act like we doing them people a favor. You don't understand the type of money that them people sent from them countries. You think they just let all, no. The United States said, if you want the worst of the worst out of your country, you're going to have to pay us. But I think it's a bigger plot behind this. The Manchurian Candidate was a movie about how they was using MK Minecraft tricks on your brain. How people could come by and say something as simple as, it's a nice day outside. And that would automatically turn you into a hypnotic state. And then when you get into that hypnotic state, you could become a killer, a car thief, whatever it is, but these was for murderers. But then after you commit the murder, someone else will come by and say another word like, we're having a good day today, and that'll automatically dehypnotize you. MK Ultra, that's it, Lola. That's a fact. MK Culture, MK Ultra. They were showing you how, quote unquote, they was having people do things. They was having people do things, right? But after the person did it, when they was arrested, they said the first thing they said is they don't remember anything. And then I noticed if the person is from another country or a migrant, the new word terrorism is being associated with these acts. I'm gonna show y'all something. This dude right here. Anybody know what this is? Anybody know what this is? All right, cool. Let me show y'all who this is. Let me show y'all who this is. Let me show y'all right quick.
Attorney Eric Gonzalez announced the indictment of the man accused of setting a woman on fire on the subway, killing her. Hannah Klieger was in the courtroom and brings us that update.
33-year-old Sebastian Zepeda waived his court appearance Friday for the brief hearing formally announcing his indictment. He's facing 1 count of first-degree murder, 3 counts of second-degree murder, and 1 count of first-degree arson.
Murder in the first degree carries the possibility of life without parole. It's the most serious statute in New York State law.
Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez commenting on the disturbing nature of this crime.
This was a malicious deed, a sleeping, vulnerable woman on our subway system.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials say Zepeda entered the U.S. illegally from Guatemala in 2018, was deported and re-entered the country. According to the criminal complaint, he used a lighter to set the sleeping woman's clothes on fire Sunday morning and then used a shirt to fan the flames. A photo from the scene that day, which we are blurring because it is disturbing, appears to show him sitting on the platform watching her burn as an unsuspecting officer walks by. That officer's body camera captured a clear image of him, which investigators say helped lead to his arrest a few hours later.
One thing, we're grateful that the transit system has cameras. I'm also grateful to some of the witnesses who quickly informed the police of the identity of the alleged perpetrator of the crime.
This comes as a spokesperson for Mayor Eric Adams said he's also hoping to explore criminal charges against Zepeda under the federal arson statute.
We believe very strongly that this case belongs in state court because the charges here are more significant in state court than currently in federal court.
The identity of his victim is still unknown, but officials believe she may have been homeless.
Her body was badly burned, and so advanced fingerprinting efforts are being made, as well as advanced DNA evidence to identify her.
Zepeda is due back in court on January 7th, where his indictment will be formally unsealed at arraignment.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Before we get into this, man, shout out to L'Oreal for the fair YouTube usage, because I want y'all to hear this young lady, man. I want y'all to hear this young lady right here, because she's very, very good. Like, this is a very, very lyrically inclined young lady. Let's check it out.
On January 17th,
I'm sorry. They had a checkpoint in La Brea. I had to go all the way around. Girl.
meet Alyssa, the bestie who motivates you.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to Douchey. I like the girl style. She's funny as a motherfucker. She's lyrical. She reminded me of motherfucking Lauryn Hill. Like, she real lyrical. Go check her out. She on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She getting her shit together. But I want to talk about this terrorism shit. Because they said that man set that woman on fire, may she rest in peace, and fanned her out. That don't sound like normal behavior to me, y'all. That just really don't sound like normal behavior. It just seemed like, just imagine this. You know, I'm on some conspiracy theory shit. What if they brought these people up here to actually commit these heinous crimes and acts and catch them, put them in jail, and send them back to their country? Because you notice how Donald Trump is sending everybody back, especially the ones that's kidnapped. Check this out. Shout out to Wax. He said some deep shit. He said, now, if you took care of all the proper steps to becoming a United States citizen, you take all the proper steps to having your green card, your working papers, and so forth, I commend you. I'm not talking to these people. I'm talking about to the motherfuckers that's getting on igloos and shit, and motherfuckers that got 14-foot straws swimming under motherfucking water. And I'm talking about niggas that's running through fences, and they getting on the other side, and they just creating havoc. All jokes aside, because I'm going to keep it funky with you. My man, baby moms is Mexican. They got beautiful children. I'm not prejudiced like that. I'm from Brooklyn. You dig what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I know his baby moms, and yo, you would be surprised. Shout out to the Hispanic people that I know, like the people at my job, my man, baby moms. You'd be surprised how sad these people are when they hear like people from Guatemala, Venezuela, Mexico, Honduras. You know what I'm saying? That shit breaks their hearts, because there's people up here really busting their motherfucking ass to get their peoples. Because, yo, you know, just imagine this shit now. Just imagine this shit. We're in the United States. A lot of their rules, a lot of these third world countries and these rules, just imagine the laws that's over there, that's over here. They dealing with the cartel every day of their life. Like on some real shit. Pay attention. Now, just imagine that it's us in the United States and the outlawish ways that's in these third world countries we had to deal with. So pay attention to this. It was up to us to go to places like Mexico, Trinidad, Jamaica, Honduras, Barbados, St. Croix, St. Lucia, Panama. Pay attention. But we can't take our whole family with us. So you mean to tell me, now look at the decision That's why I kind of salute a lot of people from across seas, and you dig what I'm saying? Because I got family, I got friends that tell me all the time, like shout out to my man Action Jackson. Y'all know my dude from Haiti. This dude had to leave his wife and his sons behind. His wife, his sons, and his mother. Now check this out. This is some deep shit with the women out there. Check this out. He getting the money together for the visa. Who y'all think who you think coming up here next? He got his wife, he got 2 sons down there, and he got his moms down there. Who y'all think the nigga putting his money together for? And he said she'll be here in May. He just told me that he was like 4 more months, brother. That nigga sending for his moms. The nigga said if he get his moms up here, he'll feel more at peace, and I understand that. You dig what I'm saying? But I think that a lot of these people that are over here now, excuse me, but this world we living in is doing some real fucked up shit. They're doing shit. Pay attention. Let's go into 9/11. The reason why that shit bothers me, my birthday is September the 10th. My little cousin's birthday is September the 11th. My mother worked Saks Fifth Avenue. I still remember this. This is the next day after my birthday, and I'm trying to call my moms because my mans and them, they like, yo, boy, look at TV. We looking at TV. When I wake up, one of the planes had already went into one of the Twin Towers. And as I'm watching the shit, another motherfucking plane come and go into the other Twin Towers. You know my mom's, Saks Fifth Avenue is on 49th and 5th. They made my moms and a group of other people walk from 49th Street to the Brooklyn Bridge because the train and everything was shut down. This is a terrorist act, like they said. They make my moms and them walk 49 blocks to the Brooklyn Bridge and then tell them to halt. They make them halt. Y'all got to stand here because they had the scare about anthrax. They had the scare about people with all this anthrax caught on from the buildings and all that bullshit. But then if you pay attention to what they're saying now, behind a 9/11 conspiracy, it's a dude, big fat dude, I forgot his name. He did this movie called Fahrenheit 9/11. Then they said, quote unquote, the people happen to be of Jewish descent, owned the Twin Towers. And they said maybe 6 months to 8 months prior to the tragic event, they increased their insurance on this building. See, that's the part that bugs me out. See, pay attention. You can do this because y'all have Google. The metal that was used to construct the Twin Towers can withstand up to 394,000 degrees of heat. You can Google this shit. The original metal that was used in there could withstand up to, first of all, do you know what 394,000 degrees of heat is? That's like lava. That means you have to have that type of magnitude of heat to even think about crumbling it. And then they said that so many people that was there said that they saw windows blowing out before the impact. People was running because glass was breaking. That's one conspiracy. Look at all the other conspiracies they put out. We can't even talk about the shit on motherfucking YouTube. They get upset about certain shit. But it just seems ironic that the coincidence of most of these things that's happening nowadays, they're blaming on migrants. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all know who this is? I forgot to show this picture to y'all. Do y'all know who this is? Anybody know who that is? Nobody knows who that is? Okay, let me show y'all who this is. My fault. Nobody yet? Nobody. Okay. Let's go.
Some big news today. First, a horrific scene on the New York City subway. The video difficult to watch. A man injured after he was out of nowhere, shoved in front.
Uh-oh. Y'all gonna kill me. Please don't kill me. I got to leave that shit alone. It's a long day. That's that Casamigo. I'm not gonna hide behind that. I am not gonna hide behind that. That is not that. That is not that. That is not that. Forgive me for that. I must apologize. That was the wrong one. Shout out to my nigga Job. That was dumb. Anybody laugh? Anybody laugh? You're getting 10 seconds. Straight up and down. I don't care how you take it. You're getting 10 seconds. Yo, shout out to Job. That nigga different. That nigga different. That nigga is different. That nigga talk game is different. I hate to get robbed by a nigga like Job. Yo, ain't some shit nigga rob you that's intelligent? Ain't that some shit? Back in the days, remember the niggas that would stick up kids with stupid? Yo, give me your money, son. I'm gonna shoot you. Nowadays, niggas is intelligent. Yo, check this out, blood. I'm gonna blow this motherfucking 45 caliber through the kidney of yours, and you're gonna leak out and die if you don't cooperate with this motherfucking robbery, man. Smooth tone and all that. Boy, don't let this thing push your kidney on the other side of your heart and kill you right here in the club. Let me get that. Shout out to Queens. And you were right. Shout out to Angel. That was the guy, quote unquote. Matter of fact, let me just show it to y'all. Forgive me. Forgive me. My fault. My mouse is fucking up too. My fault, y'all. Forgive me.
Video showing the terrifying moments on Bourbon Street. Pedestrians fleeing that white pickup truck after the driver jumped a curb, passed a police car, and barreled down the street, all captured on surveillance video.
I need EMS. Take it down, Bourbon now.
Horrified witnesses recording the scene along 3 blocks of the French Quarter.
And there were just bodies and the screams. I mean, you can't think about, unhear that. It was chaos.
Police say at least 15 people killed, more than 30 others injured. Authorities looking at this as an act of terrorism. The FBI describing the driver, 42-year-old Shamsu.
Did y'all pay attention to that? Did y'all pay attention to that? They said they charging the man with terrorism. You know he's not from American descent. That's a hell of a motherfucking coincidence, man. It seemed like the New Year's is bringing in more. And first of all, we left with the situation with the migrants. Remember the shootout on the train? Remember the situation with the young dude? He tried to fight the migrants. His girlfriend stabbed him. He wound up shooting the migrant dude. The dude took the gun back and unalived him. They were shooting on the train down. Remember that? All this happening? Ringing the bell, anybody? Pay attention. Let's get into this work.
Dean Jabbar as a U.S. citizen from Texas, an Army veteran who served in Afghanistan. In a YouTube video posted 4 years ago, Jabbar identifies himself as a realtor.
I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston.
Authorities now looking for any potential links to terrorist groups after finding an ISIS flag attached to the back of the rented truck. President Biden addressing the nation.
Mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media.
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a serious question right quick? If Joe Biden can't walk 10 steps without falling down and he can't ride a bike, why is he addressing a situation like this? Yo, Happy New Year to the Philly boy. I see you in the building. Y'all know y'all got y'all drinks. Go ahead and lock them. But number one, this dude looked like he from Afghanistan or something like that. Seriously. This nigga talking about he. But yo, do y'all understand though that they are allowing people to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces, the Army, the Marines, pay attention to this, the Navy, the Air Force. These motherfuckers is training people to attack us. But think about that, yo. Think about what Angel said. Sandra laughed too, like, yo, what the fuck is he doing talking about this shit, y'all? What the fuck is Joe Biden's doing talking about? This nigga can't even walk. Look at this nigga face. This nigga look like he just ate a bad hamburger. Yo, all jokes aside, check this out, though. Let's get into this work. Check him out. Let's go, Joe.
Indicating that is inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill.
This morning, CNN reporting, according to two officials briefed on the investigation, that law enforcement is reviewing videos made by the suspect while driving to Louisiana, discussing his allegiance to ISIS. NBC News has not yet verified that report. Inside the vehicle, police found weapons and a homemade bomb, with more potential improvised explosive devices found in the area. Louisiana's Attorney General telling NBC News those IEDs may have been made in a local Airbnb.
Now check this out. For all of y'all that didn't really understand what they tried to say with all that slick bougie shit, talking about he had devices in his truck and IEDs that was placed all around that area. What they trying to say is it was bombs that was set up that he was supposed to allegedly, I guess, maul them all the most people he could. Check this out. And then set off these explosions. And set off these explosions. Pay attention, New Orleans, Mardi Gras on motherfucking New Year's Eve night. This is something different. But let me ask y'all something. Let's get a little deeper about this. Let's get a little deeper, because you know I be on my shit. Pardon me, I be on my shit. I want to ask y'all a question right quick. Did y'all pay attention to the most powerful thing they said about this? This is the only reason why. Let me see if y'all paying attention to y'all just sit up here. I swear to God, Cassandra's sitting up there like this. L'Oreal, I got a funny feeling you up there like this. Are y'all paying attention to what I'm saying? Are y'all understanding the motherfucking words that's coming out my mouth? Y'all know FTC up there like this. He's smoking on something crazy. Pay attention. Let's get into this right quick. She said, show is. L'Oreal said, show is. Cassandra said, I do. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is he serious? Yo, FTC, Cassandra like she'd be like, Byron, why you ain't send that money? Yo, I'm crazy. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Let's get serious about this, yo. Let's get serious about this shit. My fault. Pardon me. That's the Down syndrome that be coming in and out of me sometimes. It's the Down syndrome part. I'm from Brooklyn. I can't help it. This shit is crazy. We grow up ranking. That's how we had a good time. That's why I say when certain people be on YouTube, y'all, when it's people ranking, let me tell you something, y'all. If y'all ain't subscribed to Wax AP, yo, somebody drop his link. Do me a F. Somebody drop his link. You talking about laughing? I personally know this man. This ain't no YouTube shit. I met him through the Dread El Compa. This ain't no, I be talking to him through YouTube. No. No, his mom and all that. Wife and all that. Used to work with her for years. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. If you want to laugh, please go subscribe to the Nile River. This nigga Wax would just go live and just start ranking for no reason. Facts. Facts. If you really want to laugh out your, I'm talking about if you want to piss on yourself, go subscribe to 050 The Movement. You see what Cassandra said? We used to rank back in the days. Your mom's so fat, she go to McDonald's, she be like, let me get 8 Big Macs, 13 fish fillets, 22 French fries, 17 apple pies, 6 diet sodas, and look back at the kids and be like, what y'all want? Nah, but let's get some real grown folks conversation. Do anybody in here, did y'all pay attention to why they labeled him as a terrorist? They labeled him as a terrorist because they said they found a black ISIS flag and documentation pledging his allegiance to ISIS. Did anybody in here know anything about ISIS? Seriously, anybody here know anything about ISIS? ISIS is Gaddafi's army. May he rest in peace. That's Gaddafi's army. Now pay attention to this. Yo, Angel, what's my man from Chicago that they trying to get free right now? But they scared that if he come home, his voice and who he is as a person, as a man, is so powerful that he'll cease all the problems in Chicago. What's his name again? God forgive me for not remembering that man's name. Larry Hoover. Free Larry Hoover. That's a fact. Thank you, Angel. It popped in my head. Yo, Chief, salute. They say this man is so motherfucking powerful that if he come home, they're worried that he's going to get around certain people and they're going to be so interested in his instructions that he can stop all the nonsense that's going on in Chicago. Allegedly, that's why they don't want that man out of jail. Just like Tukey. God bless his soul. Just like Matula. God bless his soul. It's so many powerful people that's loved by their communities and they understand them for the things that they've been to. See, evolution is a motherfucker. You got a group of people that are fighting for the love of a person that is no longer physically around them. Just like what's going on in the streets now in Chicago. Larry Hoover has been gone for so many years. Gaddafi been gone for years. But the love and the respect and the honor that these Muslim men have on his name, they said they would rather die And in their eyes, they feel as though that the man that loved everybody, that told you, if you come to his motherfucking state, excuse me, to his island, you can go to college for free. Them people said, by any means, as long as the government is in existence, they're willing to kill themselves. You don't understand, these people is running up in clubs with bombs strapped to them talking about holla holla, boom. That's some deep shit right there. Do you understand? This is not about no motherfucking money. This is what they told y'all what was gonna happen years ago. They said in the future, y'all are gonna experience a holy war. Pay attention to what they said. Muslims, pay attention, versus Christians. Y'all forgot? You see what she said? We have not forgotten about Chief Jeff Ford. Everything is political. Why is all of a sudden, though, as usual, the focus is on everybody attacking the world except Christians? I'm starting to think this is really some people that was chosen because of their skills in the army, and they might have just been tricked or hypnotized into these wild ass motherfucking scenarios. And then pay attention. Who are we to say that that man really had an ISIS flag in his house? We listening to what they said on the motherfucking news. Ain't that some shit? Listen to this.
Video showing police nearby running towards the chaos, taking down the armed suspect in a gun battle that left 2 officers shot.
Felt like a war zone. When you look down Bourbon Street, you look all the way down the path the terrorists took. There were no barriers.
As
He
you
essentially had a
should
free
be,
pass to
Angel.
go down Bourbon Street as fast as he wanted.
100%. Local officials say at the time of the attack, protective barriers or bollards were under repair and not up. Instead, police strategically parked patrol vehicles to block key roads. Still, authorities admit their prevention plan failed. Time of the attack, protective barriers or bollards were under repair and not up.
Can y'all tell me the next coincidence? This is why I did this show, because I don't believe in coincidence. Y'all pay attention to that? The bollards, meaning the steel rods that are put in place in the ground for cars cannot maneuver in and out just in case of a terrorist attack, were being repaired. L'Oreal said it seems like a stage setup to me. You mean to tell me on one of the most important days in New Orleans history, the best protection you got was broke? Y'all ain't paying attention to this. What else was broke in New Orleans? What else was labeled as a mistake in New Orleans? Wasn't the levees what broke? Wasn't it the levees they said that were being repaired when all those people drowned. Y'all forgot about that? L'Oreal said, oh, yeah, that's right. The levees were broke and being repaired in New Orleans. What's so important about New Orleans? That sacred motherfucking land. Don't you know they've been trying to destroy New Orleans for years? You know, that's a very sacred piece of land. I don't know if people really know the history behind New Orleans, but that's a very, very sacred piece of land. And it's a very sacred piece of land that deals with sacrifice. A lot of them big cults and stuff like that allegedly are into sacrifices. Like back in the days with the pagan sons and all that, we're going to take this person up to the top of the hill, we're going to cut his head off, and we're going to sacrifice it up to the sun because they feel as though death is supposed to reward you with what? Eternal life. That chick Beyonce, that's another wicked motherfucker. She just bought she just bought a museum. Y'all ain't even know about that. Google it. That motherfucker just bought a museum in New Orleans. A museum that they said they wasn't even going to, they wasn't fuck with it no more. They just, what's that word? They ain't using it no more. It was to be condemned. She said, nah, I want it. She said, I'll take that. She said, I'll take it, but pay attention to what this person said. Ironically, that museum she bought used to be a church. It was an old church that was modified into a museum, and there was a lot of spooky shit that was going on in that motherfucking church. Because a lot of these motherfuckers believe as though if they give you 5 people that killed, you're going to give them, let me tell you something. We're only using 10% of our motherfucking mind. There's some shit that motherfuckers ain't telling you they know how to do. And if y'all motherfuckers are sitting up in here believing that they don't have some type of way, in my opinion, fair YouTube usage, they don't have no way of really bringing a motherfucker back to life. Just think about that shit. You think that shit in the movies is motherfucking fiction? I mean, think about it. Fiction is based off fact. These motherfuckers got some real spooky shit going on, y'all. Instead of beefing on YouTube, motherfuckers better wake the fuck up and watch what's going on.
Instead, police strategically parked patrol vehicles to block key roads. Still, authorities admit their prevention plan failed.
We did indeed have a plan, but the terrorists defeated it.
The city council president calling for more scrutiny.
I will say this, that the bollards, they go up and down, but the sidewalk protection is still not what it should be.
Among those killed, a recent high school grad, 18-year-old Nakira Cheyenne Dito, 28-year-old Tiger Besh, a former Princeton football player, and Nicole Perez, who leaves.
This shit is bullshit. You notice how when people unfortunately lose their lives, I'm starting to think this shit is all a hustle. Especially when it comes to this sacrifice shit. You notice how when people always lose their lives, what's the first thing they do after they have a big catastrophe like this? Can anybody tell me what they do? They start a fundraiser. They start a fundraiser. They start a fundraiser after all. Them is babies right there. And then one of them babies left a baby behind. Let's get into this work, man.
Behind a 5-year-old son.
Everybody loved her. And now she gone.
He never come back. Her baby. I need to tell him. I don't know how I can explain him.
The community left to grapple with a new year already tainted by tragedy. You feel for all those families that lost loved ones, including those still in the hospital right now fighting for their lives. We know that doctors and surgeons are working around the clock in hospitals all over New Orleans. One of the reasons why New Orleans may have been the target, as we mentioned earlier, the Sugar Bowl and those college football crowds. As we mentioned, it was postponed from yesterday to today. The game will go on at 4 p.m. Eastern. The governor says that it's safe to have the game today and says he's going to show it by going there.
If y'all don't tell me what they just said right there, I'm about to end this live. Somebody better tell me right now what that news reporter said right there that was very motherfucking interesting, and I don't believe in coincidence. Anybody heard what he just said? Anybody heard what that man just said at that news reporter? I'm about to end this live. Yo, FTC, what did that man just say that had a hell of a motherfucking coincidence to everything that's going on? The reason why they feel as though that he was there was for the football games that are going on, and the crowd, pay attention to what they said now. He was there, pay attention, this is their words, not mine. He was probably there for the crowd that's going to be around for the football games. But they postpone the football games. Anybody caught that? Anybody caught that what he said? He said this was probably an ignition for the crowds that's coming with the football games, right? But that particular night, New Year's Eve, the football games were postponed. Oh, y'all ain't hear that part. Let me go get it for you again. Let me go get it for you again, girl. I got to get that for you again. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Shout it out to Jaffe. I got to get into that for you, girl.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to throw me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah.
I don't play no games. I don't play no games, y'all. Yo, Cassandra, you know what? My IG is the Big Dice Chronicles, but I haven't been on that IG in over a year. About 2 years now. Going on 2 years. Rest in peace to the Dread El Compa. But you know what, y'all? I thought about this the other night, man. My IG is definitely needed, y'all. And it's not deactivated. I just, erased it, deleted it off my phone, and never pulled it back up. I don't even know the code and none of that shit on that shit no more. But you know what, y'all? I promise y'all, this week I'm gonna get that IG popping. The Big Dice Chronicles, man. Word up. Because I'm gonna have to start going live on IG. That's how I did it. That's my word. That's how I got monetized. See, this is what it was. I've never been one for social media. Like I said, God sent me here. This shit is therapy to me too. I never did the Facebook, never did the Instagram, none of that. I did the Instagram to promote the channel, and then once I got monetized, 7 months, like in a week, I jumped off. Pew! Because the shit is just... SMM Jeezy, salute. Happy New Year to you, beloved. I love the fact that people can meet great people. You dig what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. I just got to be real with this. FTC know what I'm talking about intricately. You dig what I'm saying? Even SMM Jeezy, he know what I'm talking about intricately. You can build friendships through that Instagram. And see, when I come wholehearted. Like I'm really from that love and loyalty era. You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, loyalty brings forth royalty where I come from. Like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You dig what I'm saying? Net Stars, peace to the God, man. Happy New Year's to you. It's like, if I fuck, shout out to SMM Jeezy. I never forget. Because of this YouTube shit, all type of weird shit, my man SMM Jeezy, dead loyal. Shout out to Wax AP. Me and SMM Jeezy is off the YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? But this YouTube shit, this shit is weird. You got to know who you fucking with on YouTube, y'all. Just like you got to know who you fucking with on Instagram. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm going to get back on Instagram because there's some great people out there. But you know what I'm saying? My heart got broke on Instagram. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to be dead real with y'all. Shattered. I'm talking about shattered. I'm not talking about no love interest or no shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? Nah, no goofy shit like that. I'm talking about friendship. Like, when I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You dig what I'm saying? And I remember somebody taught me this. They said, when you lose a friend, it's like somebody dying. You got to go through a mourning session with that shit. See, but when you lose somebody physically, you dig what I'm saying? It's a difference as opposed to losing somebody that's still there and then they still doing the goofy shit. You dig what I'm saying? Goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? But I pray to everybody. I'm about to get back on my my Instagram. So everybody look for it. Matter of fact, when I end this live, I'm about to pop my shit back off. I'm going to get back up in there. So anybody trying to get at me, the Big Dice Chronicles, I'm putting my shit on private or whatever. I don't know how the fuck I call my cousin. Motherfucker gonna have to send me a goddamn request. You see what L'Oreal said? She said, disappointment, shattered. See, I'm real. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But see, if you break my motherfucking heart, that shit make me check myself. That mean I expose the vulnerable side of me, because I'm a Virgo. And that mean you tricked me. So instead of me wasting energy on being upset with you because you tricked me, I put that energy back on myself and start drilling myself like, how the fuck you got tricked, boy? If that makes sense to y'all, put the dice cubes up for me. That's like this shit right here. This shit not making no sense. The Big Dice, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat. The Big Dice. Facts of life, you know what I'm saying? Jeezy said same. Oh, L'Oreal said I'm a Virgo too. See, you know what I'm talking about, L'Oreal. You know what I'm saying? And you want to hear some funny shit? Shout out to Tamika Michelle Ferguson. I got it locked on the show. I can pull it up. Thank you, Angel. I get it. Matter of fact, let me do this right now. I I got it. No, I'm just going to, yeah, if I can lock on the screen. Yeah, we love hard. That's why I told y'all, and if I fuck with you, it got to be something about you. It ain't about no money. You got to have some morale. No, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Number one, you got to be God-fearing. Number two, you got to have a heart. You got to have some type of sincerity, some integrity about yourself, and some morale. Let me tell you something. I can respect everything except the pedophile. I'm going to keep it funky with you. I can accept anything except a pedophile. Unfortunately, I got friends that kill people. Forgive me. Unfortunately. I got friends that rob people. I got friends that did some things, you dig what I'm saying? But they backs was against the wall, and who the fuck? I ain't never met a stomach like my man Have said, God bless the dead. When you hungry and it's a way to motherfucking eat, you gonna eat. So, you know, it's on my arm. Only God can judge me. But anyway, like I said, I can understand. I could hear a man give me a reason why, unfortunately, he may have had to unalive somebody. That person could have did something dishonorable or disloyal or validation to your children, or your wife, or your family. That person could have been trying to take your life. You know what I'm saying? Even if it comes with an excuse of emotion. Because the law to judge that. My ears here to hear. You can only heal from within. Once you speak out certain things, you release it, but you got to heal that shit from within. But you can't give me no excuse why you violated a child. You can't, it's nothing you can say to me that happened that made you say you violated a child. You robbed somebody. All right, me too. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But man, I want to understand how you gonna move from the way we meet each other. Rest in peace to my nigga Bishop. True story. He got killed in Port City in Wilmington. I never forget when I met him in 2009. He said, "Yo, Dice." I said, "What up?" He said, "Yo, why you fuck with me so much?" I said, "'Cause you funny, son. And you too short to have the attitude you got," because he had Napoleon's contact. Like the nigga just, he act like he was my size, 6'5", 300, 310. Like but he was like 5'6", 5'5", 170. You dig what I'm saying? But his heart was so pure, it made him enormous. And then I asked him, I said, "Yo, why they call you Bishop, boy?" He said, "Joe, you ever seen the movie Juice?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I shot 2 of my friends." He said, "Well, my so-called friends, because them niggas tried to line me up." He said, "So check this out. If you ain't gonna be my friend, big man," he said, "let's end this conversation right now, man." He said, "'Cause I fuck with you." I said, "Nah, I'm gonna keep fucking with you."
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Do me a favor, please share this live. Grown folks conversation. I appreciate you, L'Oreal. She said, great podcast. Great podcast show as always. Keep delivering. See, that's the shit I be looking for. Miss Cassandra said, salute to everyone until next time. You be safe, sis. You make sure you don't forget to keep popping up. Make sure y'all all got that bell notification set. That's the only way we know. Share this live grown folks conversation. Y'all know who grown folks is. Like I said, a saint ain't nothing but a person that fell and got back up. There ain't nothing but a sinner that fell and got back up. There was some deep shit. I'm going to get into it right quick. It was a story about Einstein. They said he was on the way, quote unquote, to this spot where they wanted to talk to him about his inventions and everything. But his chauffeur, quote unquote, was like his best friend. So he was so motherfucking nervous one night. The nigga had the bubble guts. He shitting on himself and like that. He said, I can't go on stage, yo. You dig what I'm saying? I cannot go on stage. I cannot go on stage. So the chauffeur told him, everything that you know, you've spoke to me about. I practically know everything. I'll do it. So at first Einstein was like, how you gonna do that? See, this is before the motherfucking internet. When everybody gets to see who you are. This is back in the days. I'm talking Einstein, the nigga that created relativity. You dig what I'm saying? So the chauffeur switched the clothes with him, went on stage, gave a perfect delivery of Einstein's theories about relativity. So then somebody said, quote unquote, what's the extension of relativity pertaining to life? The chauffeur was so motherfucking smooth with the shit. He said, you know what? That question is so asinine and so easy. I'm going to let my chauffeur come up and answer that shit. He said, do me a favor. Come up here right quick. So when he called Einstein to the stage and Einstein answered the question, nobody wanted to question either one of them again. But pay attention. Einstein was the motherfucking genius. But the chauffeur was the smartest person that he ever knew. See, they ain't asked Einstein who is more intelligent than you. He said, who's the smartest motherfucker than you? And he said, my chauffeur, because he outsmarted the whole motherfucking world. Back to what I was saying. Don't let that go over your head. Shout out to Angel Dickerson. Let's get back into this work. Y'all said y'all wanted to see this, right? Y'all wanted to see what this man said. Yo, Net Stars, peace to the God. I want you to pay attention to what they said about this New Orleans thing. Because she said, Angel and them said, my man FTC Vice, shout out to FTC Vice, team guardian shit. He said, yo, Dice, rewind this shit. So let me get it to y'all right quick. I'm going to get it right to the part where I want y'all to pay attention to what he said. Let's go.
Loved ones, including those still in the hospital right now, fighting for their lives. We know that doctors and surgeons are working around the clock in hospitals all over New Orleans. One of the reasons why New Orleans may have been the target, as we mentioned earlier, the Sugar Bowl and those college football crowds, as we mentioned.
L'Oreal said fair YouTube usage. You see it going across the bottom of the screen. But let me ask you something. Did you hear that, L'Oreal? Did y'all hear what he said? The crowd was drawn because of the college football games, the Sugar Bowl and all that. Pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention to what he said that was more incriminating to me. Just pay attention. You know, not bad for a nigga from Utica Avenue. But I'm from the old Brooklyn. All jokes aside, I'm from the old Brooklyn where the nerdiest dudes knew how to survive. That might go over some of y'all head. See, because a nerd know how to play his part. But a gangster feels as though there's no limit. That's why, unfortunately, a lot of us not here no more. A lot of people got heart, but you got to use that mind. Sometimes you got to understand, yo, this ain't the party to dance at, man. This might be the party to sit down at. But pay attention to the rest of this. If this was done for the football game, right? Y'all know my infamous saying, you know it's where he fucked up at, right? If this was done, you know that's what I say. You dropped the bid 10:27, but they waited till 11:35 to pick it up. You know this is where they fucked up at. This is my favorite line, FTC. If you said it was the attraction of the football games that draw everybody out there, it was postponed. I want y'all to hear this come out of his mouth, not mine. I'm just repeating what he said. It was postponed that night, so why would he still go through with something that was supposed to be for the football games if it was postponed? But this is where it gets interesting. Grown folks conversation. He says, I quote, the mayor said that the football game is going to happen tonight and it's going to be safe. Happy New Year's, chilling with love. Pay attention to this, y'all. He said the football game was postponed that night, but that's the reason why the guy with New Orleans came out with the white truck. It was postponed that night, but he still went out and did that massacre New Year's Eve. Now pay attention. The mayor says he's guaranteed that the football game is going to go on tonight. This is his words. And he's so sure that it's going to be safe, he going to the fucking football game. Now, you know that's where he fucked up at, right? All right, I'm going to give it to you from a street perspective. Yo, FTC. Yo, Dice, I'm going to St. John's Park tonight. It's Friday night. I know in my mind, niggas going to get murdered in St. John's Park. It's going to be a shootout because I done lined some shit up. I done known about some shit. Even if I'm not involved with it, I know what's going down. I tell my nigga FTC, check this out. The party that was going to be going on in St. John's Park, that shit is canceled. Don't go. My nigga FTC say no more, Big Dice. I'm not going. The park gets shot up. People get injured. People get unalived. I tell FTC, check this out. Now, Saturday night, go to that motherfucking party, boy. FTC say to me, yo, check this out, Dice. Why we going up in a motherfucking party outside in St. John's Park if niggas got killed last night? Yo, check this out, boy. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm gonna prove to you ain't nothing gonna happen because I'm going with you. So you know I'm not gonna allow nothing to happen to me, but I'm the mayor, allegedly. The mayor is telling the world, check this out. The shit was postponed the night for the football. But the man still went through with that horrific measure. But the following night, he said, we're going to go to the football game. I'm even going to be there. It's safe to come. How are you so fucking sure that it's safe to go to a football game a day after a bunch of people was horribly unalived and injured at an affair that you telling me was postponed and it was for? I want y'all to hear this come out this nigga mouth. Let's go.
It was postponed from yesterday to today. The game will go on at 4 p.m. Eastern. The governor says that it's safe to have the game today and says he's going to show it by going there tonight.
Hey, thanks for...
Yo, if y'all feel as though that's some fishy shit, do me a favor and put some dice cubes up in the chat right now. Think about that, L'Oreal. Think about what the sis just said right there, y'all. Pay attention to what she said. The man them there set up that blood clot pod said. How are you so sure? Come on, is anybody can tell me this? If you can answer this for me right now, it ain't no need for us to talk about this shit no more. How are you so sure that if this is this is why I'm telling y'all need to stop listening to this goofy shit y'all seeing on television, because that shit is telling you lies through your fucking vision. That's why y'all so mesmerized with some of this goofy shit on YouTube. Niggas need to wake the fuck up. On some real shit. You mean to tell me a dude comes out specifically for one event, it gets postponed. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go to this event. You don't notice everybody that do all this goofy shit get killed? And then he gets killed by the police. Why these niggas keep getting killed by the police? But the governor can tell you, these is their words on the news. Fuck that. We postponed it last night. I know a bunch of people got fucked up, but tonight is going down. You can't convince me to go out to no fucking event if you telling me the night before in my same city that there is a group of terrorist people. On the news, they saying he's linked to this, he's linked to that, he's that to this, he's this to that, he's that to this, and they found this. They did this and they did that. Get the fuck out of here. We are innocent until proven guilty. We are innocent. He can't even stand trial. He dead. He's unalived. Pay attention to the back of that truck. Real nice grouping. This was something they made sure. Now, come get the fuck out of here. First of all, why he didn't kill himself? First of all, why didn't he kill himself?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said us.
Why didn't he kill himself? If this has something to do with ISIS, Muslim belief, they believe in sacrificing themselves because they believe in heaven. They know they afterlife. They know this is nothing. This is just a shell. This is bullshit. Especially for what they believe in. Ain't that some shit? Look at that shit. L'Oreal said, because now I want to go down in Katrina's history. I want to see what the fuck is going on over there. It's so interesting with all them people. Y'all better know something. Y'all better know something about some places now. They got some good, there's some valuable places down there. And there's some dangerous people in the South. It's gangsters everywhere. Detroit, Mississippi, New Orleans, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City, Buffalo, New York, Syracuse, New York, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, DC, Houston. The list goes on and on. There's gangsters everywhere. City Boy Floyd, I see you. Let's talk about terrorism for a minute. What's fueling this shit? What is fueling this shit? Remember this? I don't know if y'all remember this. Let's go.
Church massacre. New tonight, the suspect, who was tracked down in North Carolina, waived extradition and is headed back to Charleston, South Carolina, where the shooting happened. And now there's talk about how to protect places of worship in our area. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez live in downtown Brooklyn, where local leaders held an emergency meeting. Hazel.
Maurice, the massacre in South Carolina has a lot of local leaders concerned about copycat crimes. They met here at Brooklyn Borough Hall to talk about ways of preventing the same types of crimes from happening here. In the meantime, investigators in Charleston are trying to figure out what set off suspected gunman Dylan Roth. The manhunt for 21-year-old Dylan Roth ended at a traffic stop in Shelby, North Carolina. A resident tipped off police about where he was.
And I am so pleased that we were able to resolve this case quickly.
Police say Roth was armed with a gun, but investigators don't know yet if it's the same weapon used Wednesday night to shoot and kill 9 people at the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. Some of the lives lost: 55-year-old library manager Cynthia Hurd, 45-year-old speech therapist and mother Sharonda Singleton, 26-year-old college student Tywanza Sanders, and the church pastor and state senator Reverend Clementa Pickney. Police say Roth sat for an hour in a Bible study class before standing up.
Did y'all pay attention to that last one? The last person he unalived was the pastor who was the state senator. That seemed like another motherfucking coincidence. You mean to tell me this young man right here chose one of the most historical churches in South Carolina to comfortably go up in there and just start shooting? Now, if that nigga don't look like he under some MK Ultra shit right there, look at this crazy looking nigga. Look at his eyes. Who sent that kid in there? This the question I never heard nobody ask. They said something about he just bought a bunch of guns. Who sent that kid in there? If you ask me, he looked like one of them niggas from Higher Learning. One of them Remy niggas. Remember when he went to the college? Ice Cube and them niggas, he had a bunk with them niggas. That nigga was fucking with them all the time. That nigga went and got with motherfucking Omar Epps. He said, well, he can trust this colored guy. Then all of a sudden he started walking around with them Aryan heads. Pay attention to this. Remy started walking around with them Aryan heads. Pay attention to how this all started. When he first went to the college campus, he just wanted an education. Unfortunately, he was in a dorm. Ice Cube, Busta Rhymes in them. Y'all. First sign of fear. First sign of being afraid. Your parents sent this kid there for education. He around them niggas smoking that weed, drinking that old E. Intelligent, but they from the hood. Then he got with Omar Epps in his room. All right, he cool. This one right here I can deal with. Seemed like he got a little more civilization to him. He comes from a good home. Then he gets with them dudes. And he starts complaining about how it seems like at first he was talking about white people being outnumbered. He said he can't never relax. He can't never study. He was talking about studying at first. But then them skinheads said that N-word, they everywhere. They plotted that revolutionary theme in his mind saying, check this out. If you want to prove your loyalty to the white race, this is what you have to do. He looked like one of them kids that was put in one of them positions where they told him, if you want to prove your loyalty, this is just my fair usage, my opinion, my thought. But y'all notice how much money this boy got after he got locked up? Let's go.
Saying he was there to kill black people and then opening fire.
At some point, we as a country will have to reckon with the fact that this type of mass violence does not happen in other advanced countries. And it is in our power to do something.
What the fuck was that? 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 Anybody in there ever understood that I told y'all I never voted for Barack Obama? Anybody tell y'all that? Oh, I'm gonna tell you this. I never voted for him. It's my opinion. I have nothing bad to say about him. He just never hit my interest in my mind to vote for him to represent the United States of America. See, that voting privilege that a lot of us have is very, very important. That's why it's so detriment, especially when it comes to, like, if you stay out of state and stuff like that, your town councils and stuff like that. People get upset because of certain legislations that won't be passed, but they won't even go to town meetings to check out who's running for motherfucking senator or mayor or governor. And by the time you find out who's governor or mayor or senate, you'll be upset. Be like, well, I didn't vote for them. You didn't have to, because they had a group of people that was already connected with a group of people that was connected with another group of people that came through and voted out of their motherfucking jurisdiction. Because in your jurisdiction, you was too motherfucking lazy to go down and check these niggas' motherfucking reputations. So you know, but check this out. Too many people ran and voted for him because he was my color. I don't give a fuck if you black. If you pay attention to the picture of Jesus Christ back in the days, even though they duplicated it finally with a black man, where there's a picture where his heart is opened up. Like, it seemed like you could just see directly to the heart of Jesus Christ. Like, it's like his rib cage and everything is opened up and you can see his heart. But he's not in pain, because they showed you that it was about love. It wasn't about no fucking color. And I think he was just put into play for certain things pertaining to certain things that I feel as though it's unholy in my position, in my point of view. I don't deal with certain things, but, you know, I can't knock nobody for how they choose to deal with certain things. I just think that he was put in place to sign certain legislations that I feel as though a Caucasian president, matter of fact, I'm just going to say it, I think that he was put in place to make the law pass for same-sex marriage. Because it was a strategic play in my position. It's fair YouTube use, just my opinion, because for the fact that if a Caucasian president would have put his John Hancock on the fact that he would have allowed same-sex motherfucking marriages, it would have been so much scrutiny pertaining back to them. But because of a Negro that signed it, they're going to talk about him anyway. And I don't trust his mannerisms as a man. Respectfully. Especially when it comes to leadership. His posture is too low. He don't walk straight up. He has a certain diddy bop. You dig what I'm saying, to his diddy bop that's not really computing with my diddy bop. Can you dig it? But I want y'all to check out his mannerisms and everything after they talk to him about this massacre. Fair YouTube usage, y'all. Let's rock.
We as a country will have to reckon with the fact that this type of mass violence does not happen in other advanced countries. And it is in our power to do something about it.
Here in New York, city and religious leaders are responding.
That nigga said these type of things don't happen in other countries. And we are gonna do something about it. shit sounded scripted like a Tupac Shakur movie. Where's all this shit coming from? Who sent that kid to do that? Because he looked like he looked so comfortable and deranged in that picture because, you know, I think they raised about, what, $5-point-something million for him through a GoFundMe. It was so many white malicious groupings that supported him because of his actions and because of what he succeeded in doing. That's how evil people is. And people be wondering why I don't be really fucking with motherfuckers. I'm going to end it with this one right here, yo. Check this goofy shit out. This is goofy, man. Rest in peace to everybody, man. This shit is crazy. I'm telling y'all, man. This shit, yo, I'm telling you, pay attention if y'all in New York City. Pay attention if y'all anywhere around the train stations. This shit is going crazy.
To have some big news today. First, a horrific scene on the New York City subway. The video is difficult to watch. A man injured after he was out of nowhere, shoved in front of an oncoming train in Chelsea. The suspect quickly captured by police and just charged with attempted murder. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon has the story.
The chilling video obtained by Eyewitness News shows a man standing close to the edge of the platform behind a couple of ferry evaders and another man approaching and casually shoving him in front of a 1 train just after 1:30 this afternoon at 18th Street. First responders would go between the stopped subway cars to rescue the 45-year-old victim and take him to Bellevue Hospital. Sources tell us he is a New York City resident and is in stable condition tonight. Less than an hour after the attack, a suspect was in custody, identified as 23-year-old Mel Hawkins of Brooklyn.
Y'all see his face? I want y'all to really pay attention to this young man's face. Tell me what y'all see, man. Grown folks conversation, y'all. Tell me what y'all see. Fuck the police. Look at that young man's face and tell me what y'all see. Please, in the chat, work with me. Chief said, yo, the subway used to be so calm and peaceful in Point at one time. What happened? Yo, please tell me, Chief, where the fuck you from, my nigga? You know I love you, my White Castle brother from another mother. Because when it came to the 4 train and the 2 train, the A train and the C train in Brooklyn, New York, it was hell. Angel said, yo, black boy lost. Pay attention. FTC says anger. Chief says he looks agitated and like he gave up on his fucking life. Yo, you know it's cold like a motherfucker outside, right? It's cold like a motherfucker outside. And he looks homeless. And he looks mentally deranged. Black boy lost, don't care about nothing, feel as though nobody cares for him. His life is useless. He'd rather be dead or in jail. FTC anger from all that above. He looks agitated and ready to give up on life because feel as though nobody is holding him down. He ain't got nothing to support. But then again, you got to think about it. We always looking from the outside in, and we say this is a child. But how many bridges has this child burned? How many times has he stole from his mother? How many times he stole from his father? How many times have he terrorized his family? How many times have you been in and forth, back and forth, in and out of jail, and his family has put up their hard-earned money to get him out of jail? These are just different scenarios. It's all type of shit when it comes to a black boy loss. Because you now, quote unquote, I don't know if y'all know the new stipulations if you're living in a housing complex, especially in New York City. Say like, if you're living in like Albany Projects, Jackie Robinson, Kingsborough, Brevoort houses, Glenwood, you know, Starlight City, certain things like that. If your name is on the lease and you have someone living with you in one of them properties and they are arrested and convicted of a felony, you have to evade, you have to leave your home. You will be kicked out of your home. All that person has to do is say, I live at 1008 Albany Projects apartment 5D. If you convicted of a crime and live in someone's house in a housing complex, you're responsible for your whole family being evicted. Pay attention to this story. This is crazy. People don't look at it from the long way. Somebody got to start doing it. Let's go.
Identified as 23-year-old Kamel Hawkins of Brooklyn. Tonight, riders on the same Chelsea platform headed to their New Year's Eve destinations are calling the attack brutal and scary.
I'm ready to go back home. I'm ready to go back home. I came here for a good time, and I'm scared that things like this might happen to me.
They want to hike fares up and they want to do certain things, but they can't even keep the people of New York City.
Respectfully, who the hell gonna do something to her? She got a pink rabbit skin hat with dog ears and a pair of white Spock glasses. New Year's Eve. Who gonna do something to her? Any of y'all been in New York? No, all jokes aside. No, don't laugh, Angel. Don't laugh. Something. Angel, if you in Chicago, New Year's Eve at the train station, right? There's something. You out there with your homegirls, y'all tough, y'all chilling, y'all listen. Is you gonna do something to this motherfucker? Ain't that some shit? This girl looked like Flavor Flav offspring. This looked like the one he didn't claim that he left in Brownsville houses. This looked like the girl he left in Tilden Projects from 87, from 89. No, from 99, excuse me. And look at her homegirl. And look at her homegirl looking like a young Tyler Perry. Look at her homegirl looking like a young Madea. She talking about they ready to go back home. L'Oreal, look at this shit. That big motherfucker say, I'm ready to go back home because I came to have a good time. Then you got Goofy looking up there talking about, yo, check this out. I'm worried because something can happen to me. Look at this goofy shit.
Brutal and scary.
I'm ready to go back home. I'm ready to go back home. I came here for a good time.
Get the fuck out of here. One more time. Look at this right here. Look at this shit. Yo, Ice Water, Happy New Year, beloved. Look at this motherfucker right here. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You gonna look at this motherfucker tonight. You motherfuckers gonna laugh tonight before we get the fuck. Look at this motherfucker right here. Tell me she don't look like Tyler Perry. Tell me she don't look like Tyler Perry. All jokes aside right now, she got a nose ring, y'all. Word to mother, she looking like something from, she looking like something from the Duffield at 89, downtown up the block from Albee Square Mall. She look like she got some 5411s on her feet. Word up, man. Do you see this motherfucker? All jokes aside, do you look at the forehead on this motherfucker? Do you see this shit right here? Yo, Chief, you already know how I give it up. Hold up. Let me tell you something. I'm going to make sure y'all laugh before y'all. Do you see this? Like my man Ice said, Tommy Davidson face, having ass. Y'all see this motherfucker? Do you see this motherfucker right here? Do y'all see this? I'm going to say it. Pardon me, YouTube. I'm going to say that shit one more time. Do you see this motherfucker right here? You can't tell her she ain't the sexiest thing in New York City. You cannot tell her she ain't the sexiest thing in New York City. Yo, Wax, say peace, salute. Happy New Year, bro. Look at this motherfucker right here, Wax. She looking like she and my Aunt Juke joint. She look like one of my cousins. I ain't even gonna front. With her big ass goddamn teeth. Yo, look at this motherfucker, F. All jokes aside, son. And y'all listen to this motherfucker. Yo, look at this motherfucker right. Yo, look at this motherfucker right here. Now, see, this right here is funny. If you can't share this live, you hating. Look at this motherfucker right here. She look like she go to East Bladen, yo. All jokes aside, man. All jokes aside, man. Check this shit out. Check out, though. Check out. Check out now. Check out.
Are calling the attack brutal and scary.
I'm ready to go back home. Like, I'm ready to go back home. I came here for a good time, and I'm scared that...
She said, shit. She said, shit. Y'all ain't see what she said? Y'all had to check her bottom lip. She said, shit.
I'm ready to go back home. Like, I'm ready to go back home. I came here for a good time, and I'm scared that things like this might happen to me.
Nobody gonna touch your Flavor Flav looking ass. You Flavor Flav. How dare you say like...
I came here for a good time, and I'm scared that things like this might happen to me.
They want to hike fares up, and they want to do certain things, but they can't even...
Yo, People's 212 salute, man. What the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Yo, I spoke about you earlier, Wax. I swear to God, I was just saying that shit. I said, when it come to ranking on YouTube, if y'all niggas want to laugh, go to motherfucking Now River and subscribe. Go to 050. I can watch that shit all day. I be at work watching that shit. A lot of times I be checking in the Wax them like I was in there earlier. I put my motherfucking headphones on, y'all. If y'all go to my shorts and check my shirt out today, I'm at the job with the New York Yankees shit on. I put my headphones on, yo, and get to my motherfucking bag, y'all. Hills 22, Happy New Year, bro. Salute to you and your family, for real. Everybody with Happy New Year, man. Everybody, man. Matter of fact, I'm doing an unblocking party, too. I got 127 people blocked on my motherfucking show. Saturday night, I'm doing an unblocking party. So if you're on the block list, you might be able to come in here and tap. I'm going to hold my shooters off. Team Guardian, we're going to let y'all come rock. Because with this new year, as far as certain shit, people should know I'm past the trolling shit. You dig what I'm saying? But if it's some great content, like I said, yo, Wax, I want you involved with this shit too. Once a month, I'm going to start out once a month. This is for people that's watching the show. This is for content creators. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to have a men's conference. 7:00 p.m. Sunday, once a month. I'm going to try to see how that shit go. If we can get it so we can do it once a week. You dig what I'm saying? Well, we can get up here and vent and console and hold each other down with real life shit. You know, we ain't got to go into the depth of certain things, because some people, I tell people on this, some people on this app, if y'all really knew niggas' real lives, like y'all would be like, woo. Like seriously, man, we got to get some of this motherfucking shit up off us. Like we got real shit on our chest that we should be able to put certain shit to the side, you know what I'm saying, and come over here on some calm shit. Even if we got some differences, it's just a certain way that I think we should start setting examples as far as diplomacy. Because like Wax was saying, it's the young niggas that's looking at us on some, y'all niggas is the ones that's wilding the fuck out. So if they see us, you know what I'm saying, doing certain shit, they don't have nothing to emulate or be like, well, you know what it might, like, you know what my shit is? This is what I'm pumping for the new year. Word up. This is what I'm pumping for the new year. Like I said, Wax know me in real life. If I ain't changed my motherfucking life, I ain't Sharon McLeod's son. My new shit I'm pumping for the new year is for all my goons to get jobs. I ain't gonna tell a nigga what to do. The motherfucker ain't gonna tell me what to do, if you understand what I'm saying. But get a motherfucking legal job for the new year. I don't give a fuck if the shit is making motherfucking Taco Bell motherfucking new chicken nuggets. I don't give a fuck if you're making Big Macs. Get a motherfucking legal documentation. Let them niggas know that you paying a fucking tax to somebody. You know, the rest of the world and the rest of the time is yours. They trying to snatch us up and get us the fuck out of here with crazy shit going on. There's too much shit going on in this world. Look what they doing right now. Shout out to Wax. He spoke about it earlier, the situation with New Orleans. That shit is crazy. Like, didn't y'all hear what they said? They said that they felt as though that he came out there for the attraction of the football games. But if he came out there initially to do that horrific act for the football game, and it was postponed New Year's Eve, why did you still go to motherfucking Bourbon Street? And then you hear the reporter say right out of his mouth that the mayor gives a worldwide coverage saying that the game that was supposed to go on that night when he was supposed to act up for is scheduled for the next day, and the mayor is telling you he is guaranteeing safety because he's gonna be in attendance. That shit don't make no type of sense to me. That don't make no motherfucking type of sense to me, y'all. For real. But pay attention, because this word terrorism is getting thrown around so freely. Don't be so quick to be judgmental about certain shit that we see on TV. Remember back in the days when certain shits happened, it took a while for them to solve certain intricate parts of a case. Now they tell it because of these computers. You notice how, this is just my conspiracy theory part to it. You notice how everybody that they get in touch with always has something linking them back to the lineage that's in their heart, or the malice that's in their heart connected to a computer. That shit don't seem funny to y'all. Uh-oh, that's great. Hold on now, check this out, y'all. Ice Water said, if anybody live in NYC housing, they soon hiring for seasonal and could be potentially permanent employees. Now, if you're in NYC and you stay in the housing projects, that's like back in the day, shout out to Akbar and them, that's like fight back. Now, if you stay in housing and you can get a job where you work at, now, first of all, that eliminates your motherfucking transportation fee. That's something you could throw to the stash right there, because pay attention. If, say, for instance, you have to go get on the train, you have to get on that token, that Iron Horse, you got to put 2 tokens, one for the go and one for the come back. Or some people try to just get a monthly pass where you can just swipe repeatedly. Then some people just say they're going to do a one-time swipe for $4. $8 times 5 is $40, right? If you go into work a month, that's $160 a month. Now, if you live in the housing projects and you fill out an application and you get a job in All you gotta do is get up and go downstairs. All you gotta do is get up and go to the motherfucking main office because you live there in the building. Whether it's, I don't care where you live at in the projects, the most it can take you to get there is what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes on a bad day. And if you should, you get a goddamn bike. Everybody got a scooter. And check this out, though. This is real game right here. We like this type of information over here. And the parks department, too. He said, and all you doing is taking out garbage all day. Laugh out loud. If that's too much work for you, something wrong. Let me tell you something. I know some niggas. Let me tell you something, Kills. I know some niggas that won't test donuts in a donut factory, man. Did that go over your head? I know some dudes that will not test donuts. Like, you know, a factory to make donuts, they say, well, make sure this donut tastes like cookies and cream. Make sure this donut tastes like glaze. Make sure this donut tastes like strawberry. This is what they're paying you to do, to just take a bite out of a donut and, yep, yes, that. I know niggas won't do that. I've been saying this since last year, and this is the message I'm pushing before I get out of here. The new hustle for a goon is a job. This is the topsy-turvy to it. When you're in the street, you have to pay attention to the police, stick-up kids, informants, the jack boys. And the job is the same goddamn thing. If you're on first shift, you got to be on your A game. Unfortunately, when it comes to second and third shifts, a lot of the big heads is not there. So if you're on first shift, you got to be on. See the feds is them plant managers, because they'll never say nothing to you until you're about to get fired. Walk them out the door. Then them sergeants is them police. That's them supervisors. And them leads, let me explain something to you. That's them lieutenants that's next up for rank. It's the same fucking thing. Now check this out. Y'all want to hear some game? I'm going to give it to you before I get out of here. I gave it to you as far as the way for you to imagine it as far as the streets. But see, this is the best part about the job. Ain't no such thing as what I just described to you in a job. See, the plant manager is of an importance where your word is so powerful, where you can be like a referee or umpire. Hazel Eyes, Happy New Year's to you, sis. You can do certain things like this, and a nigga fired. And then you can do certain things like this, and a nigga's given an opportunity to be something better. See, let me explain something to you. The new hustle is a goon. See, let me explain something to you. Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you free game. It's just like going from an 8-ball to 125 grams, et cetera, et cetera. Just my way of literature describing it. Because number one, when you get a ball, you got to get some clientele. Then that clientele allegedly will come. It got to be some motherfucking fire. You can't walk out, allegedly, YouTube. You can't walk out with no doo-doo. You can't walk out with no do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's break that down. That means your ass got to come to work every day. Because you're using yourself as the clientele. See, you to work now. The same way that we got that work and we tried to make sure it was the best drop to attract them people to come to us, we to work now. We got to show these people we going to be to work early, because if you're not early, you late. Shout out to my nigga Willie. If you're not early, you late. We got to show these people that we coming to work. We got to show these people we going to give them our best motherfucking effort. See, it ain't like the street. You got to try to be the best in the street. See, all you got to do is make sure you're being yourself and you're there and you're willing to learn. And this goes noticed and recognized. I'm telling you, this goes noticed and recognized. Now, it's up to you. See, some niggas got this foolish ass mentality with the street talking about, yo, I'm not going to be no lead because, yo, if this nigga not doing his job, I ain't going to tell a supervisor if he come and ask me. You's a goddamn fool. This ain't the fucking streets. And if you're a lead, like I was at one particular time, and you got a group of individuals that's rocking with you, you're supposed to have a conversation with them. This ain't going to be the line for the sucker shit, and this ain't about no friendship. This pertains to my job. Because if my job is up to grabs because of your foolishness, you're going to pay my bills if I get fired. Correct? Now, if you don't agree to that, that means you have to agree to the terms of this motherfucking company. So if they want you on the line at 8 o'clock, I need you on the line at like 7:55. Now check this out. This is the best part about it, because it's just like catching a nigga on the block that you find out that he really, really got the motherfucking admiration. He want to be that gangster that he sees in you. He want to be there every day early. He's ready to grab all the customers. He's staying there all night. Now pay attention. Once you're recognized to the fact of being one of the best leads that could run a strong fucking team, now the position of supervisor is given to you. Now it's a couple of niggas that was on that squad that gave you the same effort. Pay attention. They gave you the same effort that you gave this company, and now this comes to the rewarding part of it. This comes to the rewarding part of it. Let me tell you something, man. One of the best piece of money is a piece of money that you know you ain't hurt nobody or had to rob nobody for. That's one of the best. One of the best feelings is knowing, quote unquote, that direct deposit is going to be there at a certain time because of what you contributed to a motherfucking company, and they respected you enough to continually ask you to be a part of that company. Because I done seen niggas get fired in the same day. In the same fucking day. I done seen niggas go, he out of here, man. I don't like the nigga attitude. See, because that's another thing too. These fucking streets got us so fucked up, we don't even know how to communicate with people. I got fired from 2 jobs for putting my hands on people. 2 of the most embarrassing moments of my fucking life. 2 of the most embarrassing moments of my fucking life. A man put his hand in my face. I beat him into a combo. This is facts. A nigga invited me to his penis, chased him to the bathroom, tried to drown him. I did. They should have fired me. They should have fired me because I went into the job with the mentality of being in the fucking streets. And that's not the way you fucking handle things. It's a lot of niggas that be at work talking that, yo, I'll punch this nigga in his face. I'm getting away from them type niggas. Them niggas is crazy. You know why? Because I was that nigga. If you're going to put your hands on somebody and you're not defending yourself because of something that they did and risk losing your job, your income, and going to jail for assault, I don't need you as my friend. I don't want to have lunch with you. I don't want to talk about what you did over the weekend. I don't give a fuck what your favorite football team is. I don't want you as my type of friend. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm dead ass serious. You know what type of motherfucking friends I be trying to fuck with at work? Niggas that be talking about they tired. You know what type of niggas I be looking for at work? Them niggas that be like, man, let's go back on in there, baby. Next break at 2 o'clock. Can't wait to get the fuck about this motherfucker, son. Gotta do. Them the type of niggas I be wanting to fuck with. Them the type of niggas that be eating. I be fucking with niggas that be eating lunch like they in jail. See, if you ever been locked up, nigga be cuffed up over his lunch like a nigga in fucking prison. Because there be all type of shit going on in the cafeteria. Niggas walking around screaming all type of mucus and shit flying out the motherfucking air. Niggas be trying to really enjoy their fucking food, you know? Them the type of people I be fucking with. The people that talk about going home to their family. People be talking about, yo, check this out, man. I'm dead motherfucking broke. Them kids broke me. Them the type of people I be wanting to talk to. See, it's be a couple of niggas at the job. They may be watching this. Them niggas that be talking about, yo, man, Friday, I ain't going to work. We supposed to be going to get a lick. I don't even want them type of niggas around me. If y'all think I'm joking, I'll record this shit going to my job. It's certain niggas that when they speak to me, I just walk away from them niggas like they have a disease that hasn't even been diagnosed. I don't even fuck with shit like that. Hazel Eyes, I appreciate the super sticker, please. Please keep showing that love, girl. I don't fuck with that type of shit. We done been around too much of that shit, man. We done been around too much of that shit, man. We done been around too much of that shit. This song right here, I always play this song because people be thinking this shit is a joke. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to listen to this song right quick. Because if this ain't the realest shit I'm saying, pay attention to this song, man.
Streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to throw me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never loved us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My foreign, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun. That was real shit. This real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them. Call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me. He was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life. I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it. I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the the streets ain't never love us. Gang, marriage shit. It's how we music, nigga. Go.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. I don't believe in the word terrorism because it's usually another story. It's three sides of the story. My side, your side, and the truth. Yeah. And it's always some type of hidden agenda behind the shit. Like it's always some type of hidden agenda behind the shit. But you know what we got to stop doing? Because I notice when certain people, if they're not unalive by the situation, they're always put on trial and they're convicted before the trial because of certain evidence that just pops up out the blue. Be more aware of your surroundings, y'all. It's a new year. It's 2025. Evil is so much more dangerous nowadays. Like I said, they got these, like they said, that man had explosive devices set up around that whole perimeter and a detonator in the car. They could be pinpoint right on fact with it. Everything they could be saying is 100% accurate. I could just be on some, like you say, conspiracy theory type shit. I just don't be certain shit the way it lines up. I just don't be believing in it. I just don't be believing in it. Well, make sure y'all listen to what I was trying to tell y'all earlier. The new hustle for a goon is a job. Salute to everybody that shows me love and support. Y'all know the Cash App. Y'all know the Super Chat. Y'all know the Super Stickers is popping. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free.